Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, do not forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon. And I assure you, you will not be disappointed. Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing wonderfully well. And now that Miss Diva forms have been filled, submitted, videos are uploaded, and the screening process is going on, I think you need to start preparing for your audition, or you can even say a virtual audition where they would actually see your personality. They will ask you certain questions, they'll judge you through their own parameters. So I call it the game of C, C for contest. So conquer the contest, again 2C. So to conquer the contest, you must know the 10 C's very well. So that makes it how many? 10 plus 2, 12 C's. So to conquer C, the contest C, you need to have 10 personality traits in you which begin with C. Now, what are those traits? The first and foremost is the confidence. When I was watching some of the videos which have been uploaded, one can see, maybe the person is talking well, but somewhere in the body language, they appear to be nervous. There is some leakage somewhere that that person is not actually 100% in the moment. So confidence is when your body, mind, and soul is in sync, that your body appears to be confident with the right body language, that your speech is, in sync with what your body is saying, and your mind is also in sync. So one can see, the look of a person can say whether this person is confident or not. And when the real confident person walks into the room or walks onto the camera, instantly the judges get that feel, wow, look at her, she's the winner material. So if you feel that your words and your body do not appear to be saying the same thing, that means it's not congruent. Try to make it congruent while standing in front of the mirror and practicing your introduction or answering the questions. You just need to be watching you so that you can understand where your hands are going wrong, where you're fidgeting, where you are swallowing too much, where you are, putting too many pauses when you're trying to talk. So you would instantly know that somewhere it appears that my confidence is not 100%. So that's the first C of conquering the contest. The second is communication skills. Now, a lot of girls write and ask, is it important that I should answer in English? Very frankly speaking, it does not matter. Language is just a medium to express yourself. So if there was no language, how would you express yourself? In whichever way you can bring out the sounds from your voice. So it's okay. There are certain languages which are common, at least for us Indian people. The Hindi is very common because that's what we have learned right from our childhood. So if you don't know English or if you're not comfortable with English, then try your best that you can speak in. If you know the English grammar, if you've studied English, just a little bit of practice, you will be able to communicate well. But if still you do not get that confidence in speaking that language, then it's okay to answer in Hindi. There is no worry, because there are always translators internationally or interpreters who can actually translate your uh, whatever you are saying. The only disadvantage is that when the translation is done, you lose the essence of what you are saying. So it is always good that you express yourself in your own words. And that is why they say that if you know English, it is an added advantage, but it is not mandatory that you must know. You can still pass through, you can still get through if you don't know English by speaking in Hindi, because that's okay as long as you're able to express yourself beautifully. Whatever is in your heart, if you can express it well, then language does not matter. The third C is carriage. Carriage means how do you carry yourself? The poise, the dignity. You know, if you see any big shot, if you see any celebrity, you will see that they do not make very quick or very harsh movements. All their movements are very slow and very calculated, and they don't appear to be in agitation, in even if they have too much of things going on, stress going on. They have learned to control themselves, appear to be calm. So how do you carry yourself? When you carry yourself with poise, when you carry yourself with dignity, you appear to be more polished. And that is what the judges are looking for. They are not looking for somebody who's like a teenager, agitated in the moment, or is too much in a hurry to finish it off, or too slow to let it go on and on and on. So it's extremely important that your carriage also has to be beautiful. It has to be very dignified. How do you carry yourself like a lady? The fourth very important point is congeniality. Now, what is congeniality? Congeniality means mixing up with people, friendly, flexible. A competition is a competition. There'll be all kinds of people there. And when so many personalities are aiming for something, there are bound to be clashes. There are bound to be, negative vibes. There are bound to be people who do not agree with you. But a congenial person is that who maintains harmony, somebody who is flexible, is diplomatic, is trying to keep the whole situation in sync. So instead of losing temper or instead of yelling and shouting, this person is normally a mediator, is trying to keep everybody happy. So congenial person is somebody everybody is looking out for, whether it's your personal life or a professional life. So the next point is that you need to be congenial. The fifth point is creativity. Now, creativity not necessarily means that you have to go and do some kind of a demonstration that you are creative. No, creative is visible through many forms. Creativity is visible through your answers, through your introduction. So you use a lot of creative words, or you use creative imagination to explain what you want to explain. So somebody who thinks out of the box, somebody who's not a copy paste person, somebody who's original, that kind of a creativity. So a person who's creative with whatever they are displaying, whatever presence they are showing, whatever talent, whatever introduction, whatever question and answers, whatever, in whichever activity they participate, they are always little out of the box. So they're more creative than the others. That means they stand apart, they stand separate, so they look different when you are there. The sixth point is comfortable in your skin. Now, a lot of people, they don't feel comfortable in their skin. Suppose they're given some dress by a designer. Okay, wear this. They look at the design and they say, no, 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 I cannot wear this. This is not my kind. I don't think I can carry it very well. A person who's comfortable in their own skin means that they don't bother what's put on them. They are comfortable being themselves. If you look at great models, they may even walk with newspapers. They may walk with a thorn crown on their head because they feel it's okay. It's a part of my job and they're comfortable with whatever. So even if they're made to wear the bare minimum, they'll still walk that. Not that I'm saying you have to wear bare minimum. What I'm trying to say is that somebody who's comfortable, whatever is given, whatever makeup, whatever anything, because they feel that it's me. I'm going to project myself in whichever way I can. It's not necessary. Clothes and makeup do not define me. So some people are so obsessed that they'll go buy, gowns which are worth lakhs and lakhs of rupees. They'll invest in makeup, which is so very expensive. But they don't win a contest. And a girl who may have picked up a gown from a roadside, but how she carries it actually gets her the crown. So it's how comfortable you are being you. That is what matters. The next point is compassionate. Compassionate, that means that a person has to have a good emotional quotient, should understand how others around her or him feel. So whatever they think, whatever they do, the action, their words, everything is always keeping the others in mind. And they believe, do unto others what you want them to do to you. So they're very compassionate, understanding, very affectionate, very sincere. These are all, I would say, adjectives of a person who's compassionate, somebody who's always there. So you need to show that nature of compassion if you want to win that ground. The next point is you need to be charming. That means you must have those etiquette, those manners to woo people around you, because everybody knows things, but they don't do the right things at the right time. A charming person can sell mud to a person at the cost of gold. They are so good with their people skills. They are so good with their manners. They're so good with their everyday bits and pieces, which are very important in building relationships. So it's extremely important to be a charming person. You walking around with a smile on your face, not a grumpy face, and somebody who's a happy person. Looking at that person, you feel happy. So that's what a charming person is. The next C is cheerful. You know, I know competition is a competition. You will face lots of ups, lots of downs. There may be certain sub contests you don't make it through. Maybe even in the finale, you don't make it through. But cheerful people say it's okay. Whatever has happened, it's okay. I'm fine with it. At least, even if I didn't win, I learned something out of it. So they always look at the positive side. They are not people who will play the blame games, be revengeful, or walk around with that long face that that they couldn't do it. So they are happy in all circumstances, be it a good circumstance and a happy. The basic fact of life is, if you do not let the outer circumstances define you, you remain calm in every circumstances. You don't go overboard if things are good. You don't go fall into the trap of sadness if things are not working with you. So people who maintain the same calmness in any situation in life are the people the others look up to. It's extremely, extremely important that a contestant should be cheerful. And not the least is caring. A contestant should be caring towards others. She should not be the kind of person who's selfish. If somebody needs something, she's out there to help them. If somebody needs advice, she's out there to help them. Even if you look at what Manushi did during Miss World, a contestant from another country had, her gown wasn't in the good condition for the finale. So she offered her gown, though she had so many, she offered one, and that to a competitor. So that also was noticed, how caring you are. Always there. I see in certain contests, girls are not feeling well. The other one is somebody's, arranging for medicine. Somebody's sitting next to her, talking to her, helping her out. That is what, a caring person is. Just because a person is in competition with you doesn't mean that that person is your enemy. Another very important quality a contestant should have, that she should be charismatic. C for charismatic. Somebody who has that X factor, somebody who has a magnetic personality. She enters the room and the whole room lights up. So somebody who everybody looks up to, everybody wants to know, everybody wants to get friendly, because she carries herself, or he carries himself with that kind of an aura. So being charismatic. Last but not the least, a very important quality a contestant should have is catwalk skills. Somebody who can really, really attract people through that special runway walk. She really knows her twists and turns, and where to flip her head, and where to look, good eye contact, that smile, the whole box of looks. Somebody who can really, really walk well. So to win the C, that is the crown, by conquering the contest. Oh, wow, another C. So to conquer the contest and get the crown, another C, you need to have the qualities of good communication skills. You need to have confidence. You need to have a good catwalk. You need to carry yourself well. You need to be congenial. You need to be creative. You need to have charisma to be comfortable in your skin. You need to be compassionate. You need to be cheerful. You need to be charming. You need to be caring, and so forth. So many C's. So if you work upon these C's, you are definitely going to catch the eye of your judges. So all the best till I meet you again. Till then, stay safe, take care, and stay positive.